Alright, hello and welcome ladies and gentlemen, this is David and today we're playing some more EU4. Oh my, a lot of people are declaring war on these guys, maybe we should join in on the fun. So, we are currently in a war against... Ethiopia. It's going alright, we had a bit of an unlucky start, I would say. Definitely not a dream start. Seems like we're about to get into another battle here. Thank God for our vessels tanking up the worst of that damage. Alright, so we now have a 24% war score. That's great. Can we even get war reparations? Ah, barely. You know what, I will... No, I want the war score. Oh, the war reparations, who the fuck am I kidding? Oh, but they pulled back. Do I still want it then? Oh, yes I do. There we go. So now's the question, do we want to go fight these guys, who are obviously pretty weakened at the moment? Let's see. They have 7,000 troops, 10,000 manpower, 14 mercenaries. We should be able to get in there. They're in a lot of wars. They're fighting the Ottomans, which they're losing horribly, and they're also fighting the Timurids. I think what we're gonna do is... Oh no, wait, we have a revolt down here, don't we? Yeah, we do. We're gonna move our troops down to deal with the revolt first. A lot of course. Get those going. Alright, so... Alodia, probably our next big... Alodia, QQS and Hijaz are our next big targets. And then of course Khorasan, because they've just eaten Sindh as well. So Khorasan is definitely a good target for us. QQS, Hijaz, Alodian. Oh, and there was the revolt I was looking for. We had our troops on the way down there. Get in there. Oh, that's a great air. Can we make our king a ruler? Is our king a female? That's a queen. Sultana, I believe that's a female. Alright, fine, we'll get a shit dude apparently. Royal marriage with Balochistan has ended. Alright, we're losing a bit of manpower in this, but I think it's alright. We're dealing with a revolt. The revolt won't be here anytime soon. The manpower will replenish, and we can now safely journey north and prepare for a war up here. Yes, very nice. Oh look, what happened here? They are forced to feed land to Persia, give land to Persia. These boys were released. I think Persia might actually have been released as well after they gobbled them up. And now they're in a war with Timurids, which they are losing slightly. Let's have a look. Yep, they are definitely down on their knees. Which is a perfect time to kick them right in the head. Gotta split this up so we don't take too much attrition. Persian revolt, calming down a bit. Coptics. Coptic -2, non-accepted culture -2, development -0.5. But we do get the +5%, so it's actually convertible. Sad thing is that we're starting to hit some Coptic land. Oh, they have religious seal, that's why. Okay, thank God. I was about to be scared that it was actually land that we need to go gain piety for in order to convert. Alright, Hijaz, you're still only allied with Tunis. Ooh, new troops. Shiny, shiny troops. Okay, manpower will slowly come back. How much war exhaustion do we have? Too much. Get rid of it. Alright. Troops are making it up north. They are rebuilding an army. We should probably wait and just fight Hijaz instead. So, what do we know about Hijaz? They're most likely camping their entire army in here, which means a good place for us to be standing is in these two provinces, so we can rush Mecca from two sides as soon as the war begins, crush that army, hope that they can't get access through the Mamluks, and then, how strong is Tunis anyways? Master of Mint has died and is no longer employed. Well, yeah, it's kind of hard to be employed when you're dead. National unrest, dude. Very nice. Tunis. Tunis, how big of an army do you have? 11,000. And Hijaz? Hijaz's army has been beaten yeah, they have 7,000. Hijaz themselves are not really a big threat. Yep, let's go in. Heading straight for the capital. Oh, they're not even there. They have decided to reside down there. Very well. We shall camp get you, and then we shall siege your entire land. Seems like perfectly reasonable thing to do. How many troops do we need in here? To siege this, we're only gonna need 3,000. That means our mercenaries should be enough. This army will go down here, group with them, split up, or group up, then probably just gonna go chase these guys down. This group can just run around, siege, sieging stuff. Persian separatist going down. Oh, how beautiful. And there we go. We popped their army. Whoops. There we go. Lose one stability because gotta love those events. Alright, this war seems to be pretty much in the bag. Would it be possible for us to just annex them? Just barely. We're gonna make their lives miserable. Something like this might be what we do. We'll take Mecca, Medina, and then their coastline. Or we could call the Ottomans in. No point. We got this war. We'd rather call the Ottomans in against the Mamluks at some later point. Go siege that. Oh, they're already on that. Never mind. Asia. What's the other fact? Oh man. Oh, I thought that Iran had 10,000 troops themselves. Kokand has declared war on the Timurids. The Timurids are losing to the QQs now. Kind of to be expected. The QQs do have some problems with Georgians. Seems like Georgia might be ripped out of the QQs as well. Sooner or later we will go beat them up, but there's no reason to take a hard fight when you can just constantly be eating up this easy land down here. Like we have all of this left to conquer. All of this left to conquer. And we even have all of Mamluks to conquer. That's like a freaking triple course menu plus, actually it's probably more like a 4-course menu because you get double dessert. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. They see the light. Good for them. Convert, you heretics, convert. Ibadi is definitely spreading. Most of the Arabian Peninsula is slowly turning into Ibadi. Well, not slowly, actually quite quickly. Yep. We have, as well as most of the African coastline is turning into Ibadi land. Some Coptic land though from the silly Ethiopians. Thinking that they know what to do. Alright, let's go up and blockade this. Oops. Oh, what kind of tech can we get? No, let's wait with that. Man, we're gonna need so much admin power. It's kind of crazy. 545. He's really good. He has low legitimacy though, so that's a problem. Ethiopian separatists. Are they from here? These guys actually Ethiopian. They're Somali. I prefer if you would not do this. Now we can harsh treatment them because we don't need to spend that on anything else right now anyways. Core provinces are done as well. Oh look, they are pretender rebels. That's cute. Alright, so this might be a little hard to get since... what do we really want? This is what we really want, but we need to connect it somehow. So we'll take this. I mean, you could wait for 5 years and then instantly win it. But that would mean I have to take care of his rebels, which I really have no point. I've seen no point in doing. It's relatively close though to the fact that they would accept this piece. If we removed this they would, but we wouldn't get our triggered modifier. We would give them back this, and oh, they're really close. We're just gonna wait for this. Tick tack, next one, please go. There we go, +8. Do they even want to consider this now? -14, 9, 4, 3, nope. Alright, give us 23 gold as well. There we go. Core everything. That was the most expensive cores we've had so far. Alright. We can group up in Mecca. You know what? Let's group up in Mecca. Mecca shall become more autonomous. We don't want to deal with rebels right now. We have too many of those rebel factions all around our country. Rebels have crossed in over the border and they're being killed by our they're being killed by our vessels and one of our small groups. Whatever. Off you go. Okay, we'll take this tech now. That does mean that we should probably start upgrading our ships, which is expensive. There we go. So Hijaz is now basically, well, non-existent. Next war against Hijaz, we will full annex them. But our next war will most likely be against Alodia. Indeed, Alodia must fall, thus giving us a even more coastline and another border with. Actually, that will be our first border with the Mamluks we'll get from fighting Alodia. Totally worth it. At this point, I'm actually just considering annexing Baluchistan, but I do want to wait and annex Iran first. Oh, it's been so long since we actually took out, since we annexed Yemen. Maybe we should in fact consider annexing... Oops, no. Huh. They don't like us well enough. We can send them a gift and get 15 relations, 25 relations would do it. Let's do that, and then simply begin the annexation progress on the 22nd of March. Annex vessel. Yes, please. We're losing money. Why are we losing money? Probably because other people have teched up as well and are now using better boats. Let's have a quick look. No, no, no. We're 699. Yeah, so I don't think there's anybody who's actually got better boats than I should. Either way, we should definitely upgrade our boats once we have some money. Let's have a look. Does this economy get fixed by itself? No. Then what can we do? Well, We're spending a lot of money on our army. That's true. A lot of money on our forts. Is there anywhere we don't want a fort anymore? Well, I guess it doesn't make sense to pay for this fort, but I still do like that fort. We didn't gain any forts either. Let's give it a month and see how everything looks. Alright, 0.73. Vassals, war reparations, trade, production, and taxation, and what we spent. Oh yeah, we do have an extra little dude. What are they called? An extra missionary, which costs a little bit extra. What we can do though is just fire this dude. We have enough Diplo points, we don't really need it all that much right now. Missionaries are doing great work. Bagamoyo is about to be gone. Oh well, as in gone I mean they're no longer gonna be heretics. Also the fact that we're dealing with non-heretics is slightly annoying. At least that is for all the Coptic provinces. Let us begin to convert this. Some Persian land. I would love Persian to become an accepted culture, and I think it will once we take out Khorasan. Now that I think of it, we actually do have some extra diplomatic slots, so we should see if we can find another alliance somewhere. Well, Timurids don't really like us. Nobody really likes us, so that's a problem. Is there anybody that I can think of that we could release? So, if we fight the QQs, what we could do is we could take one province over here, then release Iraq, and then feed them, well, all of Iraq. I really do want these 4 provinces bad. This area would connect our land so beautifully and would kick everybody out of the Gulf. It should be called the Gulf of Oman now instead of the Persian Gulf or the Omani Gulf, something like that. Ethiopia, why do you have to be so annoying? Please just sit down and enjoy the shore. Right, so we've taken out that. Oman's now decently positioned. Ajuran's being annexed. What is the war score for this entire country? 138. So in 2 wars we would actually be able to take them out and then vassalize them after. That might be what we want to do, might not be what we want to do. Mamluks, really annoying. They're allied with Morocco and Tunis. I thought they were allied with Hijaz just a second ago as well. I guess they ditched that alliance when they realized how weak they were. Ottomans are fighting the Knights. Well, that's a fair war, ain't it? Gulf of Aden, we are transferring quite a lot of money to Hormuz, and from Indus we're transferring a decent amount of money as well. Well, ain't that just wonderful? Collecting a lot of money. Everything is looking pretty good. Oh yes, I was going to upgrade the ships. These 2 ships. Upgrade, yes. And then as soon as you're done with that, go back to patrolling Gulf of Aden. Question is, do I really want to be patrolling that? Or do I want to be patrolling with these guys in Indus as well? I don't know how much of a difference it makes. I think Indus might give us more money, because almost all the money from the Gulf of Aden is already being transferred over here. Like there's 0.7 gold left in here, whereas there's 3.4 gold we can try to force out of the Indus Valley. Rebels broke. Change government to a tribal. Oh my god, they're tribe now. What are we? We're just a sultanate, right? Yeah, sultanate. Our current rank is kingdom. We need at least 1,000 development, and we have 351 development, and we need 75 prestige. Yeah, there's a bit of a while before we become an empire. Alright. Also, we need some better provinces for that, because most of our provinces are absolute garbage. Alright, next war. I said Alodia. I think we're gonna keep that up. We're gonna move 10,000 there. Actually, we're gonna move the 11,000 stack there. Who am I kidding? That's where all the mercenaries are. So we're gonna be starting to move in over there. We should probably check out how strong they are. Ledger. Alodia. 6,000 troops. Well, this seems like a walk in the park. Kaffa, since they've just been at war with Ethiopia, and Ethiopia have a lot of claims on them, I suspect that they will not be able to get to military access. And since Alodia and Ethiopia has also been at war, I suspect that they won't be able to get access either. Thus, we can, if that is true, we can conclude that Kaffa won't actually be participating in the war. And if they're not participating, then we only have to deal with 6,000 troops, which, in all honesty, is very little. The only bad part is we're gonna have to Wunscht. We could do that, we could do that. Just take all the provinces that Wunscht owns, and then yeah, we'll take all the provinces that Wunscht owns, then we will release them as a vassal. Alright, so time's up. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoy, and as always, see you next time.